Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Star Ladder iLeague Star Series Season 3. We're going to be taking a look at game number 2 now. It is the wonderful Finem facing off against the spectacular Vega Squadron. I'm Lyrical, going to be joined as well by Lacoste, and this one is looking to be pretty interesting. We saw some pretty cool play coming out from Finem in the last one, and maybe a little bit of sloppiness from Vega as well. Lacoste, what was your impression, if you could sort of summarize the theme of last game down to like a sentence or two? Was there anything that really stuck out to you as far as these two teams are concerned?
Yeah, it was a back and forth game until one point, until Vega decided to get picked off 5 times, and then it was just too much. It was the shortest thing I could say. So
Tough game indeed, and I think
tough
that
game for Vega. Yeah, I think this game they're gonna have. Oh, there is Oracle coming out and Underlord. There's so much heal, so much magic resistance and damage reduction coming from these two heroes, but Ad Finem has Slardar. Slardar overall either picked or banned hero. He is one of those heroes that is really easy to play, easy to initiate ganks with him, and scales really good into late game.
And I'm looking at this too, and this is something that we saw Cloud9 do before in response to the Underlord, was take the Timber Saw in like the first phase as soon as they saw the Underlord, and then they ran it against him, whirling death. It just completely destroyed the Underlord throughout a lot of the games that we watched in it, and it would sometimes even be to the point where you could just run like an aggro lane with Slardar plus one other or two others down bottom, and then you leave the Timber Saw one-on-one against the Underlord. Really, really cool. And with all of the heals there, you've got Fate's Edict, which, obviously reduces magical damage, but Timbersaw is all pure. So against both of these heroes, I feel like Timbersaw is just such a great pick.
I agree. Timbersaw is a great pickup. It might be played off lane, might be a mid. We'll see. Probably a mid hero, but they can put him, as you said, 1-versus-1 matchup against Underlord. They, as goes for Team Ad Finem, they need one more hero to combine Slardar with. I'm seeing Nikes if Vega doesn't ban it. These two work really well together. Minus armor, just bomb the shit out of people.
Yeah, that sounds terrifying. I do like that combo a lot. It also is kind of interesting to me, sort of the way that it's evolved to where you almost have to ban out the lifestealer once the Slardar is picking up early on. And I guess the other thing is that if they wanted to, they've got two forms of initiation. Timber chaining in is also pretty terrifying.
Yeah, Timbersaw going in, just dealing some damage, stealing stats, tanking up, and can go back again. I love these heroes that go in and make a confusion, and then they just pray. You go in and pray. I hope I survive. Then you deal a lot more damage if you survive. Same goes for, let's say, Earth Spirit. He is like suicidal when he rolls in, uses ultimate, but if he survives, it's good. Well, I love those heroes that have initiation and create chaos once they're in, and deal a lot of damage. Yeah. Let's see what Vega wants to pick. I'm not sure why Oracle was picked. Hope they have a plan for it. They didn't see Oracle in games for so long, and I've been watching a lot of games.
Yeah. You know what they could be is they could be thinking about going back for that Huskar. That's a
Yeah,
combination that
that's
we haven't seen
yeah,
in a long time.
that's the first thing that comes to my mind. But Husker overall has a good damage output and a good talent tree, but I don't think they're gonna pick it up since also they have a Timbersaw, which is counter to that hero because of the pure damage. Plus Slardar minus armor, I think it'd be a suicide for Vega to go for that.
Yeah. So maybe not the perfect answer. The other one that we have seen on occasion has been like a Death Prophet comboed together with an Oracle, which is a hero that's kind of fallen out of the meta, but has been picked situationally.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it last game. Last day, I think.
Yeah.
It was had Finem, if I'm not mistaken, that they had a Dead Prophet. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I won't correct you because I don't remember, but I'm going to take your word for it, even though it's casting it. But the Ursa, they decided to take it for themselves this time.
Well, Ursa picked up to go against Timber. So you see a lot of these trying to counter pick Timbersaw against Thunderlord. Then you see Ursa against Timbersaw. They just need to face the right lanes.
Ooh.
We saw Ancient Apparition picked as well as counter to Underlord because of all that heal coming out, and for Oracle as well. I think it's really good pickup for Team Ad Finem. They love to play it. Overall, I love the style that Ad Finem plays. They think out of the box, not playing all these meta heroes, let's call them. They love to experiment and try new stuff. That's what I like about this team. My personal opinion on Team Ad Finem is they're such a strong team, but I never know when they're gonna win or lose. If I would bet against them, they would probably always win. I don't know. I mean, they've proven to be a top team. They can beat anyone, pretty much anyone, but still, for some reason, I think that they're not that strong, and I'm always wrong. So,
all right. Well, let me know when you bet. Let me know when you bet against them, and it will work.
Okay, let's make some money. Then you're gonna bet on the other team. All right.
Yeah, I think that will work. That's fine. But it's also worth noting now, Ad Finem, they go back for the Weaver. So this is a pretty cool little combination. You have the Chilling Touch in conjunction with Geminate Attack. So get double the action very quickly out of that Chilling Touch proc. And it's also a great Weaver game just in general. The only lockdown they have right now is like Underworld Pit of Malice and the Q from Oracle.
A Q from Oracle doesn't stop Weaver, and that's only Pit of Malice and a lot of minus armor coming from Slardar and Weaver. I think this Weaver is gonna have a really good game this game, judging by the picks. SF, on the other hand, it's gonna be a mid, safe lane Ursa, Underlord. That's what it's revealed right now for Vega. So I'm thinking how Ad Finem's gonna place the lanes.
Ooh.
Nice. More minus armor.
All right, and the Vega Squadron desperately needed this. The other thing now is they have 3 separate heroes that just thrive in being able to do whatever the hell they want. You've got Timbersaw there that can run around. Weaver obviously is just a nightmare to handle. And then if TA can jump on top of you, you don't have the instruments with which to control her. Like, Batrider is not going to be able to control all 3 of these heroes at once. So I kind of feel like if Ad Finem get off to a hot start, Vega are just going to crumble.
Okay, boys, everyone, put your money on Ad Finem, and this time I'm gonna be correct, probably. Now, let's see a Templar Assassin against mid matchup against Shadowfiend. The Templar Assassin has an upper hand, but it's gonna be a position for Batrider.
Yeah.
So he's gonna harass mid at start, so Shadowfiend gets some early souls.
Very interesting.
That's what I'm thinking about. Yeah.
We've seen that out of it was I think first used
Ad
by
Finem
Zhao
used
8.
it first, or did Zhao 8? All right.
I think that it was Zhao 8 in the Chinese scene, and then they picked up afterwards. But it's actually going to be Mag playing the Batrider.
Mag playing Batrider.
So it's a
So
Seneko.
it's Underlord support. First time seeing that. Let's see how that works.
A couple of interesting things about this little play here is that there's a lot of these camps, like this medium camp over to the side, which you can pull into the tower and then farm. And maybe a couple of other ways. Like, he's a decent farming hero in his own right, but with the boots first, what do you think his goals are going to be? Is he just going to try and like run at people, or what's your thought?
Yeah, that's why I'm surprised he went for boots of speed, some mobility item. I don't know if he wants to beat people or what his plan is. He even has a smoke, 3 tangos. We'll have to see what he wants to do. This is the first time seeing Underlord support. It can work, but I don't think this game. Let's see, let's hope he proves me wrong.
You know, I think part of the reason that they ended up going for this was just they realized we have no control for anything. And so because of that, they're like, all right, we have to have some way to be able to lock down this Weaver or lock down this TA. And they have it now with Mag, but it's pushed Seneko into this bit of a awkward position for himself. And looks like they're going to go in to contest this rune early on, add Finem. And yeah, Vega are just going to back out.
The battle begins.
See, it's a aggressive tri lane coming out from Ad Finem. They have such a strong lane, as you mentioned before. Chilling Touch plus Weaver. Later on, plus Ladder Crush. It's gonna be one dead hero if they get the hands on any hero, pretty much.
I mean, Oracle notorious for not being incredibly great in a aggro tri lane, especially if there's only one other person that they're with. And honestly, I don't know that Underlord. Wait a minute, what? All right, he's going for the courier snipe. He's waiting for it to come back in. His smoke is not going to break here. Are we going to see an Underlord courier snipe?
Underlord courier snipe. That's smoke. Hell, he's got it.
You can't make
One
this
more
up.
hit, baby. One more hit. Yeah, that's right.
They never expect it. They never expect the Underlord to get the courier
Well,
snipe.
I think his mission is complete. He can do whatever he wants now.
He's just going to go sit mid and then lower Thug's base damage with Atrophy Aura. Like, he's just going to literally stand here and let G have a good start to this game. Oh, man.
All right. This is something new.
New meta.
New patch, new meta.
Well, do you like this play from him? And also, do you think that this is the right choice considering they're getting aggro tried in the bottom lane?
I saw it at Dota Pit. First time this smoke gank on courier, let's say. But he's stealing a lot of XP from Shadowfiend as well.
Oh.
Because he's being so close. Of course, he's harassing. Tia is gonna use the shrine. I'm gonna go full HP. As you can see, there's TA having 5 CS against 4 CS on Shadowfiend, and Pitlord being mid, just trying to do Pitlord stuff. But I don't think this was worth it. He's going to get a rune. Double damage Pitlord, alright.
All right, I guess that he's going to go to start farming their camper, picking up the bounty rune, and then heading back down. The plus side of this is that Ursa isn't getting completely shut down bottom. He's getting a decent amount. Ditya having an okay game, and up top of lane that we haven't talked about a lot, the Timbersaw versus Batrider, feels like it's a pretty even exchange as well.
Yeah, that's pretty
Bottom.
much a dead Ursa first blood. Yes, as expected. Right. Once the Slardar gets a crush, that hero is dead.
Jeez.
Weaver's gonna have an easy game. Oh, he almost died.
Yeah, and actually is still on the run right now.
His level boots on Oracle. Never mind, he's good.
Yeah, he's gonna be able to make it over to the shrine.
Top lane. Timbersaw just saving up some points to see what he needs against Batrider. Well, Batrider has an upper hand. In this matchup, a new patch, let's say, Batrider benefits a lot more because he can use clarity, and that's what he lacks, to just spam that stick in a palm, because creeps don't remove clarity potions or any healing salves or whatever, any regeneration, so it's really good for Batrider.
All right, well, and we're also down here bottom again. They are going to maybe find Sioma. They get the crush. Can't get the block off, though, unfortunately. They weren't able to make the wraparound.
Good.
Mid lane, there's still more aggression that's going on to Thug. So Seneko really just wanting to make sure that G gets off to a good start. And then maybe the hope is that Ditya can catch back up by trying to sneak a Roshan or something like that. But, well, we're going to have to see how this all works out. Oh, Seneko maybe thinking about going for that courier snipe again. But maybe next time is just going to punch him in the face.
Yeah, maybe next time it's going to be upgraded, so it's all good.
Skylark top lane is going to end up almost dropping to this. Ends up getting his self-cancel, and that is going to be a kill.
Well, nice dive from Mag. You can't get 5 or 6 stacks from Batrider and just sit there like nothing's going on. You need to back off. Well, with Batrider stacking, he's going to push the lane, so you just need to be calm, and your lane's gonna come back to the tower, and you'll get the farm. It's better to get any farm than to die and then to die and lose XP and gold, I guess. Mid matchup. Let's see. That TA has only 13 CS against 25 on Shadowfiend. Well, G is really known for playing that Shadowfiend, one of his signature heroes. Oh, they're trying to dive bottom.
Yeah, this is going to be a problem. They throw out the bugs.
Oracle is TPing and
Actually,
Pit Lord is TPing.
Ditya is going to be
Oh,
okay
nice
here. They're
block.
able to get the
Nice
block off for a
block.
second. Maybe next time. Going to end up dropping. Madara is pretty deep into this, and actually no Sakuchi for 6
4
seconds.
seconds on Sakuchi.
Trying to run through, able to tango through the trees. The chase is going to continue, and it does
good.
look like they're going to be able to find him.
surprised actually that Underlord didn't go for
Oh, Sioma, though,
at
He's in
least one
trouble,
level
maybe?
of Pit.
running away. They are still going to go for the chase now. They still have that chilling touch on the Madara, but not going to go for the kill. And everybody ends up getting out alive with the exception, of course, of that poor Slardar.
Body blocked. As I mentioned, I'm surprised Underlord didn't get one level of Pit of Malice there. They could have gotten a kill.
I guess his thought here is maybe like he just wants to be able to farm and get into
Oh,
those
Meg.
items.
Trying to dive. Not sure if he wants to. He's backing. I'm surprised TA got so crushed. He's 13 CS ahead of
Yeah, it's
TA.
that
Yeah.
Underlord, man. Actually, I don't know if it was just completely that or if it was more
It
just
was
play.
pretty even when Underlord was there.
Okay.
TA just completely abandoned the lane, went to jungle for 2 minutes. There's a smoke coming out from Finem. Even Weaver came.
All right, they're bringing the whole thing for this one, and if they don't manage to find this, all right,
Radiant,
well,
yeah.
G
knows something's
backing
up,
out.
but
Well, they have the Frost on
People are
top of him. The
TPing.
stun's going to come out. The Thug is there as well. They throw in a Pit of Malice, but he is super dead. So they are going to be able to find that kill. Seneko, not enough to make the difference, but Ditchia runs immediately into Madara. He's Invid and Sakuchi. They're thinking about going in on this. And there's a chance they could find him. Ditchia stunned. They also have the cold feet down. He's going to take a lot of damage from this one. Madara here as well, but they're taking a ton of damage from the Firestorm. Seneko with the double, and maybe even going to find another. All right, who needs Pit of Malice?
Shrine was in cooldown. I think it's a decent trade.
Top lane,
For,
Skylark.
well, it's 2-2 trade.
He's going to end up
actually.
dropping as well. So they find another kill around the map, and maybe next time isn't going to be able to get into range to punish Mag here.
Meg is fine. Meg, I guess he was mad because of the last game. There was really no initiations coming out of him. I think he's proving to all of us why he's such a good Batrider player. Look at him. He's so close to Blink Dagger, Mana Boots, Windlace, Ring of Basilius, and 800, 900 gold away from that Blink Dagger at 7-8 minute mark.
And just wants to get the bounty rune here, help accentuate that lead that he's been able to build for himself. You take a look at that net worth, and he's second on it, only second to the Shadow Fiend, who's been able to have a really free time as well. And it's Vega off to a 3,000 net worth lead. As far as Finem, is this something that you really need to be concerned about for them, or are they still comfortable with this game as it goes on? Do you think that they have kind of enough of a draft win that they don't need to be concerned about this level of?
Yeah, I think they need to shut down. Ursa died, Shadowfiend died once. I think okay, that's what they need to do. Just kill Shadowfiend a few more times, and I think they're good. That's what I wanted to say. Either I speak slow or Finem moves fast.
Yeah, well, they know what they need to do as well, and they take care of it. Haste Rune on Thug and people rotating. They might be able to find another kill here. Mag does have Flaming Lasso and going to be able to chase him down. The Haste Rune is warm off. They have Flame Break. Can they get into range of Thug? Not going to happen. Oh, and with Madara showing up, actually. Fate's Edicts, that way they can't get the right clicks, and is going to not get denied by the tower. Sakuchi damage was enough to find that kill. Meanwhile, Skylark has shown up as well, and that's going to dissuade Vega from going any further in.
Let me make one note to every Dota player out there in this 7-0 patch: don't fight at enemy shrine, because people can TP and use Sanctuary, and it's gonna be an awful fight for you. pretty much. I don't know how people like. People are just trying to run there at near the shrine. I think they are still not familiar that people can actually TP on it. Sometimes it looks like it, but it's probably not.
Well, I think that there's, particularly in pubs, like in pro games, it happens less often now, definitely. But like in pubs, it's just a whole nother ball game. Nobody thinks so. Well, I guess that we just saw a dive at shrines as well, so maybe they don't all know. Maybe next time is gonna get hit.
It's really the riskiest part to move.
Oh God!
What a damage! Batrider 100 gold away from dagger at 10 minutes. And they're diving that ancient apparition. At least trying to.
They want to get that guy down, and actually he might end up dying.
Might. Yeah, he's gonna die. Nice play from there.
Snakeo's been having an amazing game on this position for Underlord. You look at the courier snipe there. He ran help to mid, but honestly, G just kind of won that lane for himself anyways, and able to make these kills with Firestorm. Really impressive stuff.
Yeah, he is 204. He's in 6 out of 8 kills. He's got a lot of XP. He's level 6 at 10 minutes and almost has an urn plus wand plus mana boots. Ursa went for a Dominator build. Interesting build coming out of him.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah,
Pretty much, you can make that item on anyone these days. Use creep for scouting, fighting, or get that Imba. Or what did you say about that purge creep? Say again.
Yeah, it's a little bullshit.
Yeah,
It's rough.
you gotta admit it. It is pretty BS.
No. Oh, Snako though is gonna get ran down by Weaver here, and I don't think that this is the play. Like maybe they can find this kill.
He has an ultimate. He's gonna kill him.
Oh, good rotation in by Sioma. That's going to keep him alive
bell.
for the moment. And they actually have Madara now, and also the Invis rune is going to try and jump away. They have another TP coming in. Madara,
nice.
a bit too far, and they've caught Madara. Oh, wow.
Look at Mag plays, redeeming himself for the last game. Apparition using ultimate. Let's see what they're gonna hit. Trying to hit an SF or just stopping the push.
Well, all this is going on. Ditya decides to go in, and this is a kind of cool alternative to the Mask of Madness. You can have your creep tank up Rosh, and you take it yourself, but feeling a little bit scared about the lack of vision from the rest of the guys of Ad Finem, and Vega, meanwhile, is just going to take the top tier 1. What is it that you feel like Ad Finem need to do over the next couple of minutes to sort of pull this back into their favor?
They need to get some more levels on that Weaver. I think he's a bit under-leveled, and they need to stop the Roche fight, but it's gonna be hard. As we saw, Ursa with that Dominator, he can just scout with that creep if the enemy team is coming. Such a versatile item. Overall, you don't need, when you go for that, you don't need any extra region item because of the huge amount of region coming out from it. 6 attributes plus 10 attack speed plus 8 region aura. It's, in my opinion, a bit overpowered, that 8 region aura. It doesn't need to be 8, maybe a 6. Maybe a 6 would be a better number.
Yeah.
And it's so easy to make.
If you get that with Unholy Aura from the Satyr Tormentor, is that... Oh god, well maybe next time is going to get caught. Those stack together, right? So you would have...
Yes, exactly.
You would have, what is that, 14 HP regen per second?
Yes, plus 1 more headdress, plus Guardian Greaves, plus you being at 20% of your HP.
Yeah.
Mind blown region.
Yeah, that's absurd.
Okay, that's absurd and irrelevant. And let's check the Pit Lord. He's level 7, going for 4 staff. He skipped the mech. I don't know if Oracle's gonna get mech ever. Maybe at one point, but it's gonna be a pretty late mech.
I would imagine that you still see the Underlord go back for Guardian Greaves after 4 staff.
Yeah, he might actually switch. People love to switch items. Put something in quick buy, then something else happens. They get a lot of gold, and then they see, okay, maybe a mech is a better choice.
Well, in the meantime, the next couple of minutes here, Roche is still obviously very contentious. You can take it with either team, with Slardar and TA.
Yeah,
as
both
well as
teams have
Reaver.
really, really good Roche potential. And Finem has minus armor tactic, and Vega has Ursa tactic. That's it, pretty much. Okay, minus armor beats Ursa.
I mean, it's a pretty good tactic. Let's be honest. Ichiro's pretty great at being able to hit that big guy in the face. Any talents in this game that are really you feel like going to be a big game changer as far as these two teams are concerned? Is there anything that you sort of really like as far as the late game talents go?
Well, this is just classic. These are the heroes we see
Okay.
pretty often, so I think it's pretty even in terms of talent trees. Depends how long the game's gonna drag.
Yeah.
Maybe if Ancient Apparition gets level 25, but he's not really close to that. Not even close to Midas.
Ooh. Gonna be taking some damage from Mr. Roshan here, but we'll be healing up afterwards. Now, Adfinum know that this is going on, so gonna have to be pretty careful, and it looks like they are gonna also be Dark Rifting in. So, just making sure that everybody's in the area. Well, they don't have Dark Rift now if the fight breaks out and turns bad.
All right, he canceled it, or maybe he was just trying to fake it. I mean, it's pretty absurd that you can fake all of 3 Underlord's spell. You can just fake and cancel it, and
Yeah.
that's one of the things they need to fix for Underlord. Just fake bit of malice and then not cast it.
That's true. Yeah, a little pump fake from that. Worth noting now as well that we do have the Deso completed for TA, so there's a lot of damage right now coming out from the side of Adfina. Madara is going back for the defensive item, so he only has the Dragon Lance really as far as damage potential, but, well, we'll have to see how these next couple of minutes go. It looks like Vega are not comfortable just walking into the pit, though.
Madara building up that Lincoln Sphere, only way to stop that lasso. This is like 4th Roche attempt coming out from Vega Squadron.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I think this one might actually be the
Oh.
successful one. Yeah,
Madara?
it will be the.
Oh my god, Sioma.
He's gonna sacrifice himself for the team.
Ultimate just out there. They can go into this. Seneko also in some trouble now, but they are going to be able to get that Roshan. And Thug has shown up. They're going to jump through, find the kill in a mag. Oh man, Skylark is hitting big, but look at the Requiem as well as the damage from Ditya. They are both going to get caught out by the Ice Bath, but I think that G might still be able to turn this around. Never mind. Thug is too large and in charge. He has that DD rune. Everybody from Vega is going to end up going down. It was a great ultimate, but yeah, not going to be enough.
This is a team wipe plus Aegis. It's a 6-1 fight. Wow. I don't know. I felt like Oracle wanted to sacrifice himself for the sake of taking the Aegis, but then Shadow Fiend and Ursa tried to fight into it, which was a bad move.
Radiant's middle tower.
I don't know. And Oracle could have ran the other way on top of their shrine just to buy some more time so they can back more safely.
I'm imagining
He was running back to the Roche pit, just dragging enemy team to them. He was dead anyway.
I'm imagining this situation if Seneko had like finished off his Force Staff at that point and hadn't used Dark Rift, and if he just Force Staffs away, starts his ulti, all of them get out. You know what I mean? Like there's those little things that maybe ends up changing this around so it doesn't go that way for Vega. But of course, you know, they're in this situation. They feel like they need to get Roche, and well, it ends up being a little bit of a blunder.
Yeah, look at the TA right now. You said 1 minute ago, okay, there's a Deso on TA. She is 300 gold away from Blink Dagger right now.
Right. That's crazy.
Gonna change. That's gonna change the fight a lot.
Yeah. Oh, and now Vega realizing that they can't stick around, they're gonna just get the hell out of the jungle too. Oh man.
Oh, these Underlord ultimates are really not paying off. Just wasting time. Going back to base. Not needed. And Ursa's blink coming out a bit late, 17 minutes. Well, he had a rough time on the lane.
I guess maybe we can cut Sneko a little bit of slack. Top lane. G trying to get. Oh, what?
Oh, what a
that would have been
timing.
a kill. He might still get it though. There's the catch, and it looked kind of funny for a second, but
It was at the very last moment. Oh,
G.
AA ult is gonna hit. He is gonna
that should
die.
be enough. Yeah, and Madara now does not want to get hit by the big Requiem, but they end up finding it. Thug, meanwhile, is invis here. Deso, he could blow somebody up depending upon who he finds, and it looks like the eyes are going to be down for Sneko trying to TP out. And damage, is it enough? Not quite.
Well, that's not a good trade for Shadowfiend. He just died for an offlane Slardar. I mean, position 4 Slardar,
Yeah.
who is really close to his blink, 500 gold away. Once Finem gets that blink on Slardar, blink on TA, they can just insta-kill people, whoever they want. Probably gonna aim for Oracle in the fights, because he can save people.
Radiant's top tower.
You know, I will mention, like, I was trying to say this earlier, but the Pit Lord ultis, like, I think part of the reason that it's been looking kind of sketchy is because we have the full vision. But if you see, right now, Vega Squadron don't have the greatest vision out around the map. And I think this comes from just like Oracle and Pit Lord. They don't have that, like, you know, Ricky or somebody else that can move in and get those wards down. Yeah. So he didn't know where they were.
Yeah, it's easy to say, like, why did they back? But we can see the whole map from their point of view. It's always, when you play the game, it's always better to play more secure. So they just back off. But overall, if they analyze their game after it, they would say it's a waste as well. So it was a waste. But still, AA going for that Midas, level 10. AA is a talent tree is really good. 60 gold per minute on level 10.
Yeah.
I love those heroes that have extra gold per minute. Can just they change the game with building an Aghanim Scepter, so it benefits a lot.
Yeah, and even in this game, like several of the other items wouldn't be bad either. I agree that you probably do want to go for the Ags in this one, but like a Force Staff would be super value against what Vega is throwing their way, and just all that stuff.
They don't have much. Vega doesn't have much catch. They have bit of Malice, Batrider ult, but once you're in Batrider's ult, you're pretty much dead. So you can't force people out of it.
Yeah.
Shadowfiend going for that Silver Edge.
Yeah.
He needs it to, I guess, kill the Timbersaw. Okay, look at this sneaky move.
Yeah, right on top of that creep. They're going in for it now. Skylark in some trouble. They don't quite hit it. All right, they have been able to get the lasso now, but that should be the death of Skylark. No great way out for him as they get that kill.
All right, we're seeing some sneaky moves coming out from Pit Lord's ult and that Ursa's creep.
G also runs into Spartan in the jungle. Oh, that hurt. 3-shot by the DD Shadowfiend.
Shadowfiend is pretty farmed. He's keeping up the farm with TA.
On Mag looking for G. Doesn't have lasso though, so I don't know. He needs to be careful. Thug can just turn around and fight him, and that's gonna almost be a kill. They do have the bugs there as well. Maybe next time not going to be able to catch on to Mag, as they also have eyes here on Oracle. The rest of the team is not there. Maybe if they can get to the Sneko, this is going to be enough to allow them to escape, I believe. Sioma needs to purge that off of himself. Does have his ulti still. Maybe next time is going to drop to this, I believe, as Madara trying to time-lapse back, but he gets caught by the Pit of Malice again, so damage coming out. They can't contain him, though. And the lack of control by Vega is really showing at this point.
Yeah, I agree. That's what we were saying before the game even started. They only have Pit of Malice and Batrider ulti, which was on cooldown. He's flying up, trying to get a... Oh, nice pick off.
Oh, wow. This is a huge one for them, and definitely what they needed. Madara is here as well, trying to, you know, find something off the back of that pick, but it's just not going to be there. He might even run into Shadowfiend. They have him. Mag is here, gets hit by the flame break. The chase
Doesn't have his ultimate yet. Okay, they know where he is. Go Shadow Fiend.
Oh, raise!
Raise.
We went for the right click instead. Maybe the right choice, but Madara is going to escape. Ugh.
I think he should have just casted an ult right there for the safe kill. Since he was invis. Batrider bought a gem, so they're gonna kill all the vision, all the traps coming from Ad Finem.
Yeah. That's a really important point. And one of the
Okay,
ways.
well, I saw before some AA players don't go for that 60 gold per minute if they go Midas. It's really optional, I think. Someone should do the math. We need a mathematician here.
Oh, geez. And they actually dark rift down to the other side of the map and left the Batrider up top. So that means that they lose the
And they lost
Batrider.
the gem.
What?
And they
Oh,
lost the
no.
gem.
Oh, my
That's-
God. That was terrible.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
That really didn't last long.
Yeah.
30 seconds gem holding. Okay, this.
They didn't get a D ward, right? Like, they didn't get anything.
No, they maybe devoured one ward at the top of the lane,
Oh,
top
my
of the
God.
map.
Madara almost able to find that kill there, but this has been though. I mean, yeah, I don't know whose call that was, or if it was just a little bit of a flub or a mistake or whatever. But clearly, devastating for Vega. How much does that hurt them now going forward?
That hurts a lot. As I mentioned in the game before, they seem a bit rusty, a little bit of miscommunication coming out from Vega Squadron. But as goes for gem, that really hurts. Since Ad Finem had traps, +2 invis heroes, plus wards, and Shadow Fiend of their own, who's gonna die right now, has Shadow Blade, I mean Silver Edge, so
Jeez, yeah.
it really paid off for them to pick that gem.
Oh, and now they've got Thug. They pull him back in. He does have BKB pop, though, so I don't think they have enough damage to bring him down. And now Thug turns, wants to fight into these guys. We've talked about the Deso pickup with the Blink Dagger. Chase now on a Snako with the amp damage. He is gone. No way out at this point. Sioma trying to escape, but Skylark
He's
is
gonna
just
die as well.
so much damage on top of him. They throw out that
They're just
Fate's
chasing
Edicts.
them
That way
into
they
the
can't
base.
right-click. They don't care. Ad Finem, they've had enough. Screw being careful. And it does look like, well, Skylark's going to jump there, but look at Thug. He turns back around. They don't quite get the crush. That would have been the death of him, but they have tier 2s up across all lanes. Ad Finem's still diving base.
Under attack.
Yeah, Slaughter didn't get 2 crushes. That would have been dead Ursa. Twice missed once. I think something disabled his dagger when he tried to go on him in the base near middle tier 3, and now again. Ursa has a lot of items actually, having only being 2, 3, 5,
Is under attack.
and that rough start being in top 4 of the net worth, having Basher and 2k gold. But Ad Finem
Dire's bottom
took the
tower is under
Aegis with Templar Assassin, who has a BKB. She's just a monster right now. Yeah, Ad Finem goal at the moment. They're just gonna take tier 2 towers, kill the shrine, and just try to slowly chop the tier 3 towers
Yeah.
with the Aegis.
TA also has evasion now, too. It's the 12% off of that talent as well. It's not the biggest deal in the world, but, I mean, at this point for Vega, they need
Yeah, I
everything
guess.
going their way.
Yeah, against Ursa and Shadow Fiend, it's really good. Look at the Pit Underlords. I'll always call him Pit Lord. For me, it's gonna be a Pit Lord, but I need to adjust. And it sounds better. Look at his item build. He's going for Road of Aethos.
Yeah.
Something, if you see, it's actually so smart. You cast Pit of Malice, then you cast Road of Aethos, and then one more time you're hit by Pit of Malice.
tower is under attack.
Wow.
So that's like what, 3.6 plus Road of Aethos, 5.6, 5.6 seconds route. Okay,
That's great. I mean, particularly against the, thinking about
Beaver, yeah.
a TA, she can't escape
Beaver,
with
TA,
Blink. We
mhm.
were Timbersaw too as well with the chain interaction that happens.
Well, Timbersaw is going for a blade mail. I just love that item. It seems a bit overpowered, getting all of the damage to the original dealer.
Yeah.
Before, people made blade mail only in certain situations and during the, let's say, early to mid game. Now it's a late game item as well.
Which is so weird to me because it costs so little. Maybe it's an item that's going to get reworked in the next patch or something, but we'll have to keep our eyes on it. For now, at Finem, we're 28 minutes into it. They're going to be taking down this last tier 2 tower, and I mean, it's great and all thinking about the Atos, but Underlord does not have the gold as of yet, and they're about to pressure high ground. This is feeling like potentially it for Vega Squadron.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, as I said, they're just gonna kill the tier 2 towers and then just kill all the vision with that gem. Try to get a pick off. Shadowfin has a BKB though. He doesn't die that easily. He'll try to split push. Okay, if you look at Shadowfin, what he is doing, having that creep in the forest, he can just block the entrance to the spot he was hiding at the moment, so they can't enter. It's really good.
Yeah, they scan out to see if they
It's
could find
about-
him as well, but they don't end up running into him. So that does force back at Finem. A pretty nice little play.
Well, Vega needs a good 5-on-5 fight. Don't think they can get a pick off anymore since they don't have any vision except the one
Whoa.
on their hill near the base. Okay, they're using 5-man rift to a creep. Okay, this creep is so useful.
Yeah, pretty neat. The problem is that nobody is showing up
Nobody.
in here. So, like the double range, like they need to push this out, but then if they push it out, they're also showing on the map, and then people realize, yeah, there's some shenanigans going on. Maybe we end up seeing like Vega go for some type of a base trade, possibly, but it feels like that's not really likely to happen either.
Well, with that wolf and Shadowfin damage, they might, but I don't think Ed Finem wants to go for base trade.
Yeah.
And by the way, you love the word shenanigans.
I do.
I noticed, yeah.
I have a couple of words like that I just go back to.
No, I just love it. I love it as well.
Yeah. And Skylark,
Dire's top
he's
tower
moving down here as
Weaver.
well.
Weaver went for a diffusal blade. Not sure why. Only thing I can see is because they don't want to have 2 desolator carries, and he can just keep people in place with that. But it's a really nerfed item. It's none of the heroes in Vega have a Ghost Scepter at the moment. 2 of them have it in quick buy,
Oh god.
but none of them have it at the moment.
Ditya, he is going to be controlled up here though, and well,
Wow,
gone
2
in
hits.
2. Oh
2
man. And Thug, I mean, who's really chasing who at this point? Almost, yeah, he actually does find the kill on a mag. Madara chasing. There's another crush. Seneko going to drop here in just a second. My god, Thug.
They die in 1 or 2 hits from Meld and Slardar.
Oh, wow. That is too much. And honestly, you can't walk up to this right now as G. You've got the Shadow Blade, but Madara is there with the gem right in front of your base. And like buyback status is there for at least the Bat Rider and the Ursa, but I don't think that they can stop this.
Well, it's a dataless TA with Dezo, so just so much damage coming out from her. And talent 3, level 20 plus 40 damage. Just look at that damage, 300 damage.
Easy peasy for Thug and Ad Finem as they make the rounds across the base. They don't want to buy back. There's probably one more last hurrah left for Vega, and it's going to depend upon a couple of miracles here. They do end up jumping on a Skylark, so not going to have all of that extra damage, but they get the Ice Blast off. A big crush
Nice
connected
crush.
onto 2, but Oracle ulti as well. They might be able to keep that Shadow Fiend alive with the base regen. Ditya Ra being controlled and getting ran down. TA turns onto him. Whoever she focuses is just going to be eliminated. They get the Dark Rift out, and Mag trying to pull him in. They get the Ghost Shaft immediately, going to be diffused off. The crush to keep the rest of Vega back, and Madara takes down Mag inside his own fountain. From bad to worse.
Damage. Look at that damage coming from Madara and Tag combined with that minus armor from Slardar.
Yeah.
plus minus armor of their own.
Requiem of Souls tries to make it happen, but G is gone. He does not have buyback. 70 seconds out of there. Vega Squadron grasping at straws, but they can't hold on to it. As this is going to be the rest of their barracks, I assume.
Well, TA died. Let's see how much gold they got from it. Dichara got 1k gold from, but they're calling it GG.
It's over. Well, add Finem, proven to be a pretty powerful force in these EU qualifiers. Take down Vega Squadron, and, well, that's going to put them in a pretty pace up there in terms of the group stage. How do you rate them as compared to a lot of those other top teams in Europe right now?
I was talking about Ad Finem a bit at the start. I know they're strong. They're proven to be strong. They can compete. They were struggling before, as struggling, let's say, a year ago. They were just a casual tier 2 team that could upset a tier 1 team from time to time, but they're just one of the best at the moment. And I just love those teams that have same nationality, and I hope they don't change it in the near future. As goes for their team play, they have an awesome synergy together. I hope that comes with speaking your mother language, so it's easier to talk. But Dota is not about talking; it's about feeling it. Well, you can.
Yeah, totally.
There were some players you could play with that you need to talk a lot, discuss who's gonna do what, go first, do what. But there were some players that had like a good chemistry together, and you could just play the game, just say go, and everyone knows what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, whenever I play Dota, I don't talk to my teammates either, so I know what you're talking about there. That might be that might not be synergistic with me, but with the pros, I mean, we hear it all the time when people go to other regions and they don't necessarily always speak the same language. There's communication that happens behind the scenes where it's team building and that type of stuff, but once you're actually there, great little sentiment to leave that one on. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? This is not going to end now. We've got some more great Dota 2 action soon to come. Na'Vi is going to be facing off against Team Liquid in their reveal match. The first time we're going to take a look at this new squad, and then a little bit later, it's going to be Alliance facing off against Liquid as well. Another solid matchup. Cost, any thoughts about either of those two matches just before we get into them? A quick little word?
I don't know how strong Na'Vi is. I think everyone is really eager to find out how they play, what they're gonna play. We haven't seen them for so long, and think they were off the radar for like, I don't know, 3-4 months, maybe even more, if I'm not mistaken. I just want to see what they can do.
All right, well, everybody, stay tuned. We'll be back in just a little while. Again, Lyrical as well as Acosta, your two broadcasters today. I hope you enjoyed it. And, of course, keep following Starladder iLeague Star Series Season 3. We'll be back in a bit.